We're very professional.
We're gonna cut it off, but not really. Hello, you metal pilgrims, and welcome on this special episode, because today I have the boys from the Raven Age here, and we spoke about this band on the show before, but it's the very first time when we actually get to, see each other, and I get to finally see your set, which I'm really excited about. So guys, is it your first time, by the way, in Spain?
No. We played Spain many a time. We were in Murcia last year. We played in, in July when it was like 40, 45, 43, 44 degrees. It was, so this is much nicer, but this is without a doubt, this is the latest gig we've ever done.
Really?
So yeah, this is usually when we're at least pretty drunk by this point after playing a show. So now we're having to
behave yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pacing myself very slowly.
All right. One of the things, and I know that you might hate these questions, but I'm so sorry, but the Metal Pilgrim channel is known in the metal community, is a well-known source of information when it comes to Iron Maiden. And right. I'm sorry, but I have to ask this. How did the tour, the Future Past tour you guys did, impact you as musicians? Have you learned much from Maiden's camp? And do you think it has changed you as musicians overall?
I mean, they're the best at what they do, I think, and I think the testament to how professional they are as musicians shows why that they're still as good as anybody at the age that they are and the career that they've had. I mean, it's a testament to just how they look after themselves, and B, how they just keep going. They keep doing new stuff. They're not just a nostalgia act. They keep producing new music, and they still love doing it. They don't need to do it anymore. I mean, they haven't needed to do it for a long time, but it's just the fact that they still get the buzz for it. They still enjoy playing in front of these kind of crowds, and there's something very special and unique about a Maiden show. I know so many people that wouldn't maybe listen to Maiden on an album, but then go to see the show and they go, oh wow, I totally get it now. So I think just how professional they are.
So this has impacted you. Like, you feel like you learn from this shit on the road.
We're very professional.
We're gonna cut it off, but not really. We'll combine it with the footage we recorded a little bit earlier. Guys, last album has really put you on the map. At least I honestly found out more about you, and this is the album I really got introduced to with the Raven Age. So how long do we have to wait for the next output?
I'll let you answer that one.
Well, in terms of a next record, I mean, we're constantly kind of working on new music all the time, demoing, just coming back and forth with ideas. Me and MJ send each other stuff all the time, and don't know yet in terms of when the next release is going to be coming, but we're definitely working on it, and hopefully at least some new music will be coming next year, 100%.
Is it going to be are you planning to continue the band in the same direction, kind of stylistically, that you have started so far already? What do you guys even play? Is it power metal, heavy metal? It's kind of hard to freaking, how do you even put a label on yourself?
Absolutely not. That's exactly what we like. Yeah. The thing is, when people have asked in the past that exact question, my response has always been, look, we're a metal band, we're a rock band, whatever you want to call us, that's fine. We like to kind of combine traditional aspects of metal music with, the modern kind of take on it as well. I think there's a good balance there between, new school and old school, and that's kind of what we're about, mixing those kind of ages, I suppose. But I hate subcategories. I hate it so much, because I feel like what happens is once you say that this is what you are, you get pigeonholed into this. And if you ever want to branch out, people go, this doesn't sound anything like, and I feel like the biggest acts in rock and metal right now are bands that are so kind of diverse. I feel like whatever we do anyway is going to sound like a Raven Age, whatever that is, album, stylistically. But we've never gone into a project and said, look, we're going to sound like this. We don't do that. We just kind of, whatever happens and whatever kind of comes out at us at that time is what we present. And, at the end of the day, I think most bands, you write for yourself first, and then you just hope everyone else likes it.
I think that's the only way to put out good music, realistically, because if you write stuff that you think will sell, it will never fucking sell. ever. And because people, I feel like in the 21st century, especially heavy metal fans, they value authenticity and value honesty in one way or another, right? So as long as you're honest with your music, you will find your niche and your audience. Like even freaking Slick Token, I have nothing against the boys. Like they're not my music, but I respect the shit out of the whole fact that they are doing their own thing and they found their own audience, which is great. Yeah.
I agree.
Like that. So guys, talking about the new bands, obviously, I know in your music, I assume that there are some bands that I can hear that you guys get inspired by, most likely the ones you grew up on, like just like myself. But when it comes to newer metal bands, are there any ones that you're looking up to in a way and really digging inspiration from?
The newer metal bands, I mean, they're not really a new metal band anymore, but I've always been into the more kind of, I guess the metalcore scene was my thing kind of growing up, and band I've been into for a while, Parkway Drive, Australian band, and they're kind of modern, I guess, but like they're not exactly new, but yeah, they've been going for 15, 20 years or something, modern-ish. In terms of new bands, I'm trying to think if there's anyone coming through that that is kind of jumping out, and I'm not really too sure, to be honest. I'm like,
I mean, for me, like, it's not my type of thing, but I respect the hell out of how big they're becoming. You know, when you look at like the Bring Me the Horizons of the world and Falling in Reverse have coming over the UK, and they're just doing their first ever UK tour, and it's a sellout arena tour. You know, that's just it's incredible, and they're one of those bands that even if you don't like them, you have to kind of go, wow, they're pushing boundaries, man. They are doing stuff that is like, fuck, I've genuinely never heard that, I think, done in that way. So, kudos to those guys for pushing and trying to be relevant. I think that's the key word, trying to be relevant. Look, what we do is, as I said, we try to mix this combination of traditional forms of metal and rock to the modern, and try and give it our own spin. And that's our version of trying to keep relevant, I think. I think, in terms of, it's difficult because so many bands that, I mean, I'm a huge Ghost fan. I think they've come out, and they're I know they've been around a while now, but
they're one of the newer bands.
The new guard, I suppose.
Yeah. That's also, and I feel like this, and we talk about this on the channel quite a lot, that now is the time for younger audience, for our generation, for even generation below ours, like younger than ours, to really step up and start doing their thing, because the metal gods of the world will not be around forever. The Judas Priests and Iron Maidens of the world will not stay here for forever, unfortunately. And we're really looking forward to newer bands taking their spot, and I'm really looking forward to finally seeing you guys live tonight, and hopefully you'll get one more fan in my eyes.
Hope so.
All right, thank you guys so much. Stay metal.
Thank you.